So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Gets around him. He's still on his feet. He's on his way. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Inside handoff to Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. A gain there of 21 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Stroud to throw it. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Here's Fields. Got his man. It's Warren. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
35. Up, let's go.
Here's Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, 34 yards. And the Steelers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one complete. It's tanked down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Stroud sets up the play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here goes Stroud again. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Stroud looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. As Stroud now to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
All right. Look high. Speed left. Nike taxi.
Now Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
4th down. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Play action. Stroud now rolling to his right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are back within a score. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third.
Here we go. Sit high. 11, 11, 11. Sit high.
Fields. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
No muss, no muss. Hey, Ken. Go.
They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. This is caught. Touchdown. Takedown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Don't jump. Ready? Tonight.
Fields now to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Easy. Right.
Now Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. That's caught again by Schultz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Stroud will look to throw once more. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 2-point game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs, 83 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for two here. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Fields. Got his man. It's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Back to throw. Fields. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Stroud. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Nixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Extend. Go.
To throw is Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Fields. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Extend.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Third down and 1.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Alpha. Hey, going alpha right here. Set.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Don't jump, ready? Hey, Ken. Right.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Play action. Here's Stroud. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Rolling to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. A first throw for the backup Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Warren. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
14.
In motion, the tight end.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
Go. Touch 50. 36 power.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jalen Warren, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Jump right. Saturday. Hey, 0. Done.
Wilson gonna throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets him to about the 44. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, 44 yards. And the Texans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Important extra point up and through. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Good, guys, 4 down, 4 down. Left hash, left hash. Cut.
Now Wilson. He's got a man complete. Down the left sideline. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris. 69 yards. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.